Should I start from the top or just go right in?
If it helps you, yeah.
All right. One more time, you guys, and then we're going to get going here. Welcome to the Nick Start to Finish podcast. My name is Luke Larson. I am here with Trent and Sarah. So Trent and Sarah, we will do our introductions here in a little bit, but like the real introductions, but we're just going to be going through kind of like the state of small goods, how it's going and kind of what we're doing and what we are excited about. So I hope you guys are excited for this as well.
I guess.
I am.
All right.
Thoroughly
Cool.
excited.
So I wanted to start off with a fun question for the audience to get things going here. Okay, audience. Imagine you're in one of those nightmare stress dreams where you're standing in front of a crowd of people and you're about to give a speech. Would you rather have your boots fall off or your pants fall down?
How do your boots fall off?
Yeah.
Are you
Wait.
sitting?
This
Could
is
be
a,
doing a
this is a
pull-up.
nightmare dream. This is the question I ask myself like
You
all the time.
You debate. You would rather like have your underwear showing versus your feet.
Yes.
I've had nightmares where I'm running around with just boots on. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah. So no, I get in here and one of the first thoughts I think about are like belts. How important belts are.
Mm-hmm.
How much more important belts are than boots. So
And the real question is like, sure, like what are pants without a belt?
Exactly.
But what is a belt without a pair of pants?
yeah, I would rather walk around without my boots on, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
than my pants off. So
I think most people would concur.
exactly. So that's the question I want to start off with. So audience, with your answers, DM me over at Nick's Leather Goods on Instagram. Maybe even give us a follow if you want. And I will maybe read some of the responses to the audience when we get them. So anyways, let's get going here. Was that an uncomfortable question? Because that's honestly what I think about.
I just think it's a funny question.
Yeah.
I've never thought about it before.
I think about it all the time.
I've never
Yeah.
thought about in a nightmare, oh, I don't have my boots on.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever even crossed my mind.
That is a scenario, but I'm always thinking about belts versus boots, you know, as
that
the person that's running the leather goods department. It's
That
it's
tracks.
important to me, yeah.
It wasn't quite the same thing, but I actually did have a dream the other day where I was at a Nick's Handmade Boots like barbecue type thing.
Mm.
And for some reason, I was doing a Bob Dylan impersonation for Schuyler, and he was very uncomfortable, and I wasn't for some reason. And this is an actual dream I had like maybe 2 weeks ago.
She's
I
amazing.
don't
Yeah, I
know
remember
what-
you told me about that.
I don't know
was
what I ate.
I was like,
to
don't tell
like-
Shyler, but now he's gonna know. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's run through the rest here. Quick shop update. Last 2 months for us have been some of the best that we've had ever. So our sales have grown, social media has grown, our team has expanded the last few months. So, I want to thank the audience for their support for that. I love seeing all the new orders come in. So some of the new products that we have going on right now. And then again, I'm just going to run through these and we'll get in more detail. So over the last couple of months, we've released 2 natural veg tan belts, scrap boxes. We've even implemented like a new ID tag system to let people know kind of what they're ordering and who made it. So I got some good reaction from that. Some of the process improvements to kind of speed things up have been, training new people, which has helped our lead times come down with the new kind of order system. And so it's all kind of going really good. I'm excited about the future of this department. So let's see here. Next, I would like to introduce you guys, if that's okay. and then I'll kind of do the same for myself. First, Denise. She's not in here with us right now. She is out making stuff, but we're very excited to have her. She's extremely talented, kind of our sewing expert. So if you have a heritage belt,
does just about everything back
Yep,
there.
yep. She does amazing work. She's doing amazing work out there right now. So let's start with Trent. You have been here for 4 months now, probably?
I think about 4 to 5.
Okay.
One of those two.
All right.
Or somewhere in the middle.
Cool. We are excited to have you, and I would like to learn a little more about you. So, what is your role? And we already talked about this, and how long you've been at Nick's. So,
Well, I've been at Nick's for about 4 to 5 months.
And I just like making things, and that's kind of what I do here, making things and coming up with ideas of new things to make. Not all of them are good ideas, but I have enough ideas that there's a good amount that do stick.
yeah. We kind of threw you in on Delta arches when you first got here. You kind of figured those out so quick. We were able to just start dumping more stuff on you. So it's been really great. I think you've almost trained on everything except for like 2 things, really. So
I'm looking forward to learning those Appaloosa belts.
oh yeah,
So
yep.
we can get
Me
them out
too.
to you guys.
Me too.
So what's your background?
My background. Oh, man. That's a good question. Well, right now it's kind of this nice, like kind of warm gray.
18% gray or whatever that is.
So, yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I would call this Neolithic mud if I was like the person to name Pantone colors. But in all honesty, my background comes from like ever since I was a kid, I just always loved making things. One of the first like big builds I ever did as a child was I made an entire Boba Fett like armor out of sheetrock, which is not a good.
No,
Sheetrock?
not at all.
It was the only thing with that I had with me. I went out in the rain and it just melted.
Oh, jeez.
And
Really form-fitting.
yeah, it was great. But just always making things. The stuff that I actually showed you guys when I applied for this job was my medieval leather goods, because my wife and I do medieval reenactment and just everything hand sewn and real nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
You heard Shiler talk about on another podcast. Oh no, it was Lucas. He was talking about how during even my lunch break, I was sewing a piece of like padded armor because I can't stop making things. I go home and I sew. I come to work and I sew. On my lunch break, I sew. I so love it.
Yeah,
So
I told you when you were interviewing how giant of nerds like everyone that works here.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea. Like, are other boot companies like that? Everyone's like sword fighting in the back and
Yep.
doing D&D. It's
pretty epic.
yeah.
Yeah. It was
Half
like
the office is in a D&D group together. So.
Yeah. What is your favorite item to make?
my
here at
favorite
Nick's?
item to make. Oh man, I think that changes. I'm a bit like a golden retriever. I'm like whatever I'm making right now is like my favorite
Your favorite,
thing. I'm just like always wagging my tail and just like, oh, I love Delta arches.
He's a
love
wonderful
belts.
person to hand orders to.
You're like Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman.
There you go.
I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Haven't seen it, but I do like peanut butter. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
But I would have to say that, oh man, I really like making like the wallets and like especially the billfolds and things like that. Like anything where there's a lot of different steps and like, I mean, I was getting trained up on bags the other day on like travel bags, and that got me pretty excited because I like kind of like not just making something in 5 minutes. Not that I don't like that, but
The complex
like
builds.
something about like, oh, you got to do this, and then you sew this together, and then you put a rivet in, and it's very riveting.
Yeah, it is very. I can't wait to pass it on to you and Denise. Like, I like making them, but I got some other stuff I got to do.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. So just overall, how do you feel like you're doing so far?
I hope
do you
I'm
like it?
doing well.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying making stuff that is going to last, that people might be able to have for most of their lifetime and give to their kids or their friends, or just totally destroy when they're at work and depend on. I like making stuff of quality.
Awesome, man. We're happy to have you. So yeah, glad you're here. Glad you like it. Sarah, how long have you been at Nick's, and what is your role now?
Oh man. November 8th will be 2 years actually.
Okay.
So
Nice.
a bit of time. My role in small goods. I don't even know how
I'm happy to have you in small goods. You know, for the time that we get you. So
Yeah.
it's been a big help.
I started to see some struggling about December of last year and decided to step in and kind of help with orders and scheduling and bit of inventory and just kind of working to get the lead times down for items.
Lead times going down. This is Sarah, so we were a big mess with orders. So you kind of came in and
it was pretty rough looking. I can't lie, because it was just Denise back there and you were having to run the whole show on your own. And I just kind of was watching the floundering and was like, I could probably jump in here and help out. So that's my biggest goal is getting the lead times down.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been my motto for the past several months now. So.
Yeah, we kind of all answer to you in the lead time. So
And I can tell that, like, even though I jumped in after you were already doing that, I'm like, if you weren't doing that, like, I'm good at making things, but like managing like all the orders and stuff like that and prioritizing, like, with that, the lead times would go up if I was doing that.
they went up probably because of me. I was trying to do lead times, make stuff, take photos, order stuff. It was a big mess. So thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's what I came in to help out with. So, I can't really think. I'm mostly just involved with orders. I'm not making anything. I don't have those skills. I'm fine doing the paperwork, that kind of the back end working.
You do a really good job. So, Sarah,
Yes.
I can't ask you what your favorite item to make is. What is your favorite thing to do for us in small goods, I guess? Or the first project you work on that you think really helped out?
Getting a handle on orders.
Yeah.
I was pretty hard-lined with not letting any dust bunnies continue to pile up. I went through and cleared shop for a while, going through every nook and cranny and pulling out any order that got left behind. So I kind of like being maybe a little OCD about things and making sure things are straight and in order and getting orders printed, getting them sorted. And I like just kind of making sure everything's got a efficient flow as much as I can.
Yeah. I think we should probably have no dust bunnies painted on the wall somewhere. I learned what a dust bunny was recently. I mean, I knew what it was like at home, but like in the shop, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. No dust bunnies. So, and I'm probably the worst now at having dust bunnies, but I'm trying to get better. I'm trying.
It took me a while to figure out what you guys were saying when you were saying dust bunnies. When I first started, I was like, what are these dust bunnies?
That's what I kept hearing.
Like, I kept on like sweeping the corners and stuff. Like, all right, no dust bunnies. I'm going to keep this place super clean.
They were kind of cleared out at that point. But when Tribe left and everything kind of got jumbled all together, everything was mixed together, plus we had construction going on, and so things are constantly moving around and getting reorganized, and it was all over the place there for a bit. So just kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of making sure that people are getting their orders and their items out on time. So.
I feel really good about kind of the spot we're in. Trent, Denise, Sarah, you guys have put us in a great spot. So I think it's going to be, a good rest of the year and next year, having these systems down and kind of everyone kind of working together instead of just me knowing a few things and you knowing a few things and Denise knowing a few things. So
it's been a big blessing since Trent's come on board. It has definitely lightened the load for everybody and made things go a lot more efficiently. So we're very thankful that you're here.
I feel like I learned a lot of things when, like, before I was working here, I worked construction, like doing like new construction, and then also doing metal fabrication. And in both of those jobs, I feel like I learned if you do your job with everyone else's job in mind, like that's how a team works best together.
Yeah.
More hands means less
Yeah.
work.
You came in with a bunch of cool skills too. Like you're an artist. Trent is working on some cool projects that we can't really talk about right now. So, but yeah, we're really, really excited about that. You know, it's kind of similar to me. I came on with like just crazy weird work experience, you know, like graphic design, wedding photography. I was a machinist for a while. I worked at a newspaper doing stuff there, like, you know, ads. And then like I came here and I was like, I was able to kind of, and leather work, of course, but I was able to kind of just put everything together here. So it's like, I feel very similar with you.
I'm
that way.
The junior jack of all trades.
Yeah.
I cannot relate.
No,
we would be lost without you.
Yeah, we don't need you to do that stuff. You know, we need you to do the important stuff.
It's a very big switch up for me because I worked construction as well beforehand. So I went from a hard hat and a hammer to a keyboard.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wanted to get away from the keyboard and I'm back on the keyboard. So, okay. So let's kind of go into some of our new products here and then we'll see what we got. So, as I mentioned before, we released 2 new belts. I'm really, really excited about these because these were kind of the belts I always dreamed about having, and I wasn't sure like if the public was ready for them. So 2 of my favorite belts that we've ever made are 2 new belts we have. It's the full natural veg tan using Wicket and Craig leather and a natural blackout. So the full natural, as you guys know, is just straight up veg tan with a brass buckle. This stuff is going to like patina like crazy. This is like a patina monster.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you can get it with stitching. Those have been kind of flying off the shelf. The other one that I'm almost as excited about, really excited about, is the natural blackout. So it's kind of it's a natural belt with black hardware, a black belt keeper. These have kind of been around for a while. I've seen a few before in the past, but what I wanted to do with these guys is like a little different. I got Wicket and Craig to kind of color and wax the back of it so it's black, so you get kind of a really cool contrasty thing. So I am really excited about those, and those are the 2 main belts we released for this new Leather Goods Thunderdome that we're going to be talking about in a second. And I think next week is going to be the main week, Sarah, where we kind of put those through and start, because we need these shipped out by like the last week of September to get there by the 1st.
I would prefer sooner than that, just because there's always shipping issues, and I want to get them out as soon as possible. It's just waiting on the materials to make sure that we can get things rolling.
Yeah. So yeah, those 2 are just, I'm excited to see how those go. Another thing we also did was some leather scrap boxes. I don't know if people know this, but we go through a lot of leather here at Nick's. A lot of it's for boots, but they don't use all the leather for boots. So small goods is kind of the dumping ground for all the leather because we don't want to waste any of it. We want to use as much as possible. So I thought it would be fun. I think we tried this in the past, but not in a really great way. But scrap boxes. So we were selling 10, 15, and 20 pound boxes, and we still have a few available, but those kind of sold way better than I thought. I thought we would sell like 2 of them.
I figured that they would sell really well just because I was in customer service prior, and I was constantly seeing people asking for, can we get scrap? Or we were selling scrap rolls in the store, and those would fly off the shelves too. So the demand was definitely there. So I wasn't super surprised by the amount of orders that we got.
I'm always on the kind of negative end of things. I'm like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You know, no, but it sold so well that we're going to start having them in store as well, like by the pound. So if customers come in, they can get some leather by the pound there. So I think that's going to be a cool addition. We also added I talked about it earlier, our new belt tag. That's kind of it kind of gives you the make, the model, the leather. But the most important part that we were kind of lacking before was like the person who made it and inspected it. So like with boot production, we have inspection cards, and I thought it'd be cool to have our own unique one. So whenever we sell belts, you should get a card with a little tag with your maker. So Trent, Denise, me. Not Sarah on those, but so yeah, I'm really excited about those. And then in the future, the back of that card will also have some leather care tips for people, and so some more info. And those will be coming soon as well. So let's see here. I'm trying to read my small typing here. All right. We kind of already talked about this. Let's try it again. Well, we kind of went through it quickly, but I really, okay. So Sarah, I really kind of want to talk about the process improvements and kind of go a little deeper. You took over order printing, I don't know what you call it. Scheduling from me. I was kind of doing it the best I could. It was a lot of work, and I did not have time to do it. And even if I did have time, my brain doesn't work that way. So
you did jump like to 7 different types of order scheduling in like just a couple of months.
Yeah, that was not my idea, but so kind of go over kind of what you had to change on that, because it is a lot better now. Like what did you improve on?
Well, kind of a baseline was just getting all orders printed out. So having the physical copy of each order, making sure that it's not going to get lost in the dredges of our old website now that we've moved over to a new one. But at the time, I just wanted to get everything out so I could see everything, get it sorted into product types, and then get a good idea on what the marketed lead times were, and then kind of get a time frame of, okay, we need to get this many items done in this frame time to make sure that we can get those lead times back down. But I'm still working on a schedule. I don't know if that'll ever be fully in place, just because there's only 2, sometimes 3 people back
I'm like
there.
half maybe half, like,
I would say a solid third.
And just so everyone knows, Luke does a ton of stuff. It's all.
Oh, he does.
Like,
it's not like he's just like
he plays
hanging out
himself
in the
down,
office.
but like we also wouldn't be able to do what we did without him.
Indeed.
So I kind of look at myself as kind of like I'm like the quarterback now. I'm kind of passing stuff off and doing stuff,
Being
so I'm
a proper manager.
Yeah. So lead times coming down. Excited about that. We had some crazy kind of lead times going on there.
They were a little out of hand, I cannot lie. But trying to wrangle those down is definitely an interesting situation to be in, especially when it was just Denise. Because obviously I didn't want to be overloading her and not wanting to trying to splay any stress or pressure as best I could, but it was really hard when there was one person back there. So again, very thankful that Trent's in the picture now. It's been very, very nice having somebody who's so excited to come in, and even if I just hand him a quick ship work belt, he is just so amped up to be able to make them, and it's it's very nice having that kind of energy back there. But it's kind of a day-to-day or week-to-week basis for schedule, just because there's only 2 people, so if somebody calls out sick, that's half the schedule down. So I'm having to kind of recalc that, or on occasion, both of them are out sick or someone's on vacation. And so I don't have a full schedule down yet. Not sure if and when that'll go into practice, just because
we'll get there.
Yeah, we will eventually. It's just a little finicky with only 2 people. We can't do a full scheduling system like boot production does, just because there's so much fluctuations with the limited amount of people.
Well, boot production's been working on this since 1964. We've had just like a couple of years here, so we'll get there.
We got it down pretty well then.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we should get into one of my favorite things ever, the Patina Thunderdome, but for leather goods. The leather goods Patina Thunderdome. So this is something that I kept bugging Ben and Shyler about because I was kind of digging in my brain, and I was like, people are already getting their belts and their wallets. I've had belts and wallets with Thunderdome. We should make it official. And it became official. And so we released a couple new belts on it about it. But so yeah, if listeners don't know, the Patina Thunderdome started in I think 2021 maybe as a boot aging contest. You wear your boots for 6 months, take photos each month, and then share them with stitchdown.com. Eventually kind of moved into an app and kind of just became an overall better, more fun event. But I entered every single year up until probably this year. Had some good success with it. And
I'd say.
yeah. It was a lot of fun. That was a fun year for me. I don't know how to say it. It was a fun year. So this year, Nick's is we're sponsoring the Work Dome and we're also sponsoring the Leather Goods Thunderdome. So we're going to have just a bunch of prizes. And like we talked about earlier, we're going to have those 2 new belts. And I cannot wait to see what people do with this stuff, because they're going to wear them for 6 months or sit on them for 6 months. I think Lucas wants to do I don't want to say it here. I don't want to give up his thing here. I think Ben said someone's going to be doming a chair, a leather chair. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a little less.
A leather chair?
Yeah. That's what I hear. So
I feel like I'm having a hard time comprehending that.
Just you sit on it.
Yeah.
As you do with a chair, but it's made of leather?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta put all the little tacks in it and, have the chair, like a nice sofa.
Yeah. Or it could just be like a leather thing. You said, I have
True.
no idea.
Is
Just
it
a cushion.
full leather
Yeah.
construction?
Maybe
Just
wood
the
and
cushion,
leather.
maybe.
Yeah.
I know. I had a couple ideas. One was I made this one a while back.
A stacked leather
Bison?
chair.
Yeah.
That would take a long time to make.
That's why I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
I might do a shield.
That would
Yeah.
be cool.
A 5th century Anglo-Saxon shield that has leather on the front and back. But to be honest, I might just make a wallet or a belt.
Yeah.
Do you only do one leather good or can you do several?
Yeah. You can do one leather good. If you're doing
Okay,
a pair of
one leather
boots, you
good.
can have one leather item as
Okay,
well.
awesome.
I think what the rules
Oh,
are.
man.
So
What am I going to do? That's a question.
I don't know. Make it one of our belts or something. Customers make it one of our belts or something like that.
I think I might do the natural belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I am working on a side project here. So I'm going to be probably releasing one more thing before the Thunderdome. So,
Hey, what do you mean by that?
well, you'll see.
Okay.
It'll be available probably next week. Just a few of them, very limited. So
It's going to be awesome.
they'll be pre-made and ready to ship. So yeah.
Oh, they're pre-made?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned then.
Okay,
I was
good,
like,
good,
wait,
good,
what do I
yeah.
need to change the schedule around for?
So with our belts, Sarah, when do you think those will ship and get to customers next week, the Thunderdome belts?
It really depends on where they're shipping to, but next week's going to be a pretty heavy push for the full natural, the natural blackout, and the natural waxed flesh, the natural CXL, and then natural double stuffed.
Lots
hair
of
kit
natural,
belts.
yeah.
Yeah, natural everything.
Yeah, patina.
Indeed. Yeah, so the big push is going to be next week getting those out, and hopefully majority of them, material
Yeah.
required, most of them, if not all of them, will get shipped out next week.
Sweet.
But
Sweet.
that's also not dependent on me. I'm not the one making them.
Yeah.
So I can't just be like, all right, guys, get all of these done by the end of the week. Don't care.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff kind of came up. We waited, to make it official until the last minute. So we're really pushing really hard on this stuff. Wicket got the leather to us extremely fast.
Was
so
wonderful.
yeah, they're amazing partners in this. So I'm really excited to get these out to people.
Are we still waiting on hardware?
Nope, hardware's here.
Oh, beautiful. Okay,
So, yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. The trout. It didn't stop in Troutdale.
That's why
yeah.
I was like, material pending.
Yeah, I don't know if customers know, but we get a lot of our buckles from the East Coast, and they always get stuck in Troutdale, Oregon for an extra day for some reason.
I've never been there, but I don't want to because I feel like I would get stuck there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually awesome. I used to.
Oh,
live
so
near
I would
there when was
actually
a
get
kid.
stuck there?
There's this place called McMiniman's Edgefield in Troutdale, and it's got a golf course, it's got a brew pub, it's got a winery,
See?
it's got a
FedEx driver
huge
is stopping
hotel.
there.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what?
It's just chilling in
I'm
their
still
little
a
hot
little
tub
mad,
they got
but
there.
I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's psychedelic artwork all over the walls. It's pretty chill.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna be there next week, so.
Nice. So yeah, do you have anything that you'd like to talk about before we get going here?
Oh man,
Anything you're excited to work on? Anything you?
I'm really
Looking forward
excited
to?
about the Patina Thunderdome.
Okay.
I'm horrible at making decisions. Like I never go through drive-throughs, even
Yeah.
if I already know ahead of time. I'm like, I don't know. What do you think I should get? So I don't know what I'm gonna make for it.
Okay.
So I'm kind of thinking, like, if I do a natural like belt,
Mhm.
how am I gonna style that? What boots am I gonna wear?
Whatever you want. Yeah.
It's tough.
Just you can go bootless.
I could. I can't do that.
I thought we talked
But-
about that being
Yeah.
a nightmare.
Yeah, you got your
Yeah,
belt on.
that
you don't
would
have
be
to
a
worry.
nightmare.
Sarah, anything you're excited about here? The next
Hmm.
rest of the year here into next year.
I guess I'm kind of excited for some potential products on the horizon. Not really sure what I can mention about them.
Yeah, I don't know.
One specifically for me.
Oh, okay. I like a travel bag.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think we can talk about that. I have a lot of Wicket leather set aside, double stuffed, for some travel bags. So, and you think you picked out a slate one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Slate.
so.
I'm very excited to see that on the horizon.
I have the only veg stand one that we've made so far. A customer that ordered a pair of the new LL64s will be getting one, and then you would have the third one.
Mhm.
Or actually, I made one more, so it'd be the fourth one.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about being first there. I'm just very excited to see
Mhm.
it. I think Slate's going to look really, really nice on a travel bag. Just because
Yeah.
I see how they patina with yours and even with just the
Yeah.
work leathers that we offer currently.
Yeah.
They look really nice as they break in. And I'm just really excited to see how Slate will look as it starts to kind of age and get worn and everything about it. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exciting. I love my veg stand.
Yeah, this morning I brought my laptop to work for the first time to do some graphic design, and I was looking at my bag and I was like, this isn't it. Like, do I know anyone who makes bags?
Yeah,
I wonder.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Soon to be you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, soon to be you. Hopefully very soon. I think that's kind of all we got today. Thank you, customers, for all your support, helping us grow this department. It's really important to us, and we don't take it lightly. We appreciate it.
We appreciate your patience.
Yeah, for sure.
Sincerely.
Yes.
We really do.
And if you're going to be entering the Thunderdome, please follow along at Nick's Leather Goods and tag us in your photos, and we'll repost them there, maybe even to the main account if they're super good. So make them super good. And yeah, I think that's all we got today. So thanks, Trent. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Denise, Andrew, for doing this. I think that's it. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Yeah.
This has been From Start to
I'm going to
Finish.
drink some coffee out of my Smith's mug.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
My
Me too.
You Smith's leather ball.
Corgizilla. Cool.
Andrew, let's do it again. I want another take.